If you have not become a patron of the Geocache Talk Network, what are you waiting for? Patron levels start as low as a Bison Tube level at $3 a month. The sign up is easy. Simply go to the Geocache Talk website and click on the Become a Patron button, or go to patreon.com/Geocache Talk. Patrons now get the famous Blackout coin, invites to special events, and other really great items throughout the year. Become a patron today. Have you subscribed to FTF Magazine yet? FTF Magazine is the #1 geocaching magazine available. It is a quarterly magazine that you can be part of. Submit your geocaching milestones and adventures to be published. FTF Magazine is also interactive with puzzles to solve and the hunt to find Spartacus. If you can solve the puzzle or find Spartacus, then you will be entered in to win a special pack tag. Every new subscription, you will receive a special swag pack. Subscribing is easy. Just visit FTF's website, ftfgeo.com. Don't miss out and subscribe today.
Hey everyone, time for Deep Dive. And where are my notes? Welcome to Deep Dive.
There you go.
Where we dive deep into geocaching topics. Each episode features in-depth discussions. It aims to provide a deeper understanding and appreciation of geocaching and to inspire listeners to explore new aspects of our great sport. How's that sound, Jesse?
Sounds like it was written by a very, very smart computer.
It was. It was written by Geochat. We'll get to that in a minute.
Yep.
So before that, a lot to cover tonight. Hashtag tonight is hashtag cheating. So if you put that in,
like it.
We will we'll have some people will have a chance, or a person will have a chance to win tonight. We've got I have one left of the green coin. I gave one away. So I've got one more of the. There's only 2 of these I ever made. So it's not the original green coin, but it's kind of cool looking. I think it turned out pretty well. It's the blackout coin, but I painted it green. So
it's a slinkered original.
It was. And somebody took the Andy Warhol one too. Not took, but they won it. So
yeah.
I did what I talked about mentioned before. Is I took these 2.
Yeah.
And I glued them together because they're mine. This is my copy of them.
Yeah.
So, but they don't come this way. But you can do it if you want. If you win. So this is a possible win. You can win. These 2 coins are separate, but if you want, you can put them together.
Your version are glued together, though.
My version's glued together, but we have.
Are you going to put them in resin like we were talking about?
I did. Not fully in resin. I used some glue or some resin.
It would work. It would be a good coaster, even.
It would be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Like a topic starter.
Exactly. I still have some silver bisons. Love the bison. Very cool coin. Roam the park, because you can roam the park in Shelby Farms, which is such a great park in Memphis. I've got the 4 coins or 4 guitars with the oil dipped, the black, the blue, and the red. I also have, I think I've got a couple. I know I have a couple left. I know I have at least one left. But if you'd like to get That's for Another Show, the Geocache Talk one from
those are awesome
years ago.
There can't be many of those left.
They're solid because they're not.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
They're a good. So
I've got mine in my cabinet right now.
Yeah. So if you want that instead of a coin, I will ship you that. I've got bubble wrap, and I'll ship you. I'll ship that to you. So there you go. So hashtag cheating is what we're going with tonight for the drawing. We'll do the drawing in a little later on, toward the end.
Yeah.
And also I will show key 15 clue here in a little while.
Kind of middle of the show already.
Yeah, up to 15, and 13 of them have been found. Wait, no, 14 have been found. All 14 that were out there have found.
Here's the thing: we're gonna have to make these harder. They're finding these too fast.
I know.
Well, this one is. I'm going to work on making mine a lot harder.
Okay, I think
although
this next
it did
one
take a little while for mine. I'm going to throw that out.
It did. You're right, but we are up to key 15, and it will be we'll be showing that here in a little bit. But before that, we need to do a little bit of this. Couple things I wanted to bring up tonight. One that came up was that one of our team mentioned that I had made the comment that none of the keys are on private property. And one of our teammates wanted me to point out that that's not entirely accurate, because some of them may be on private property. In fact, some of them probably are, but none of them are on private property without permission. So hopefully that explains things a little bit better. Does that help? Because
I think that's a good distinction to make, right? Because we talk a lot about putting things on property that without permission, and we're either putting them in public or on private property with explicit permission.
Yes.
So we're not just throwing things out there, and
no.
We talk a lot about that, but speaking of cheating, we're doing it by the rules, right? We're doing, and there's no rules for this. Technically, we can do whatever we want to do, because we're just hiding a key, and it's not even associated with geocaching. But
we could bury it.
Yeah.
Or
so we don't want to be misleading as far as the clues go. Some of them will be on private property, but we have explicit permission for them.
Yeah. Some of them are very tricky. Jeff pointed out, his took all his clues before somebody found it. So that's true. So there've been a few hard ones. There've been some easy ones too. So
the only one I've released of mine so far was the easiest one I'm going to release. I'll just put it that way.
Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
And it did take a little bit. So
yeah. My other disclaimer for tonight, and we're going to get to the topic. My other disclaimer tonight was that a while back we did the show about fizzy grid caches. And one of the things I pointed out was that some of them are done correctly. Remember, we even talked about that.
Yep,
we talked about the fact that North Dakota was an example. I've
done that one personally. Yeah.
Yeah. And those caches, the DT integrity was maintained.
Yeah.
So now some people in Georgia got a little miffed at me because I used the thumbnail of the Jackson County, Georgia DT grid that they have out there. And they sort of tied that with some of our comments, which were that some of the DT grids are not done. That's just a fact. There are some that the caches
absolutely some DT grids that are BS. We'll put it that way.
Right.
It says complete DT grid and they're at lamppost. Well, that's bull crap. We all know that.
That's right.
Right. Now, in fact, we didn't call anybody in particular, or we may have called the Texas one out. I may have. If not, I will. There's one in Texas that is complete bull crap.
Right.
I can tell you because I've been there.
Yeah.
But we didn't mention any other ones like that. And we don't generally, unless we know personally for a fact that something is crap, right?
Yeah. And we did use their thumbnail because there was a cool thumbnail, but
that's not the one we were talking about.
Yeah, the association of the thumbnail with a bad DT grid.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's a leap. We're not doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't the connection. They made the connection, and really there was no real reason to do that.
And,
because
I kind of get it. Like, they put a lot of effort in. If I don't know about theirs, but they put a lot of effort into doing it right. Like
they did it right.
North Dakota, or the Warrego one, or like Zach's or whatever, and they do it right. They should stand out from the other ones. However, also don't jump to conclusions. All right. If we think something is crap, and I'll tell you personally, if I think something is crap, I'll let you know.
Yeah.
100%. You won't have to make any kind of logical leap. I'll tell you I think it's crap.
Right. Exactly.
We never mention theirs, and we don't mean theirs.
No,
we'll tell you exactly what we think. And if it's something's crap and I've gone to do it, I'll tell you.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too, is that if you focus on one,
if we didn't mention it, don't make a leap. We'll tell you exactly what we mean. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is people focus on things, unfortunately, in today's world that there's no reason to. So, for example, and this is something I pointed out when I was asked about this, was why didn't they make the leap that the Jackson County one was like the North Dakota one, which is what we talked about. The North Dakota one is done right. So why did they jump to saying that it wasn't?
But you know what? I think that ties in perfectly to what we're talking about tonight.
Yeah.
We're so conditioned to communicate online
negatively.
And so much is lost that we jump to everything's negative, right? We assume that anybody's making a comment. If we think it's good or bad, it's negative. And I think I'm not picking on anybody with this. I'm picking on everybody with this. Yeah. We all do it. We automatically assume negative intent because that's what most stuff online is negative intent, right?
Yeah.
The keyboard warriors, as I like to call them. I didn't make that up, but that's the one I like.
I like
keyboard warriors get all crazy and it's online, and that really plays into, and we'll get to it, but that really plays into what we're talking about tonight. Not these people we're talking about, but assuming the negative intent, right?
Yeah.
If we're going to diss somebody, we're going to let you know that we're dissing them, right? We're going to be honest about it, but we're only going to do that with cause. We're not going to do that just assuming somebody did something.
Yeah. Captain Math was with you on that one.
Yeah, Captain Math. I'm kind of disappointed in him. He didn't even pick up that I put in the middle of the show, I changed my name to Lieutenant Math, and he didn't pick up on it.
Somebody else did. Somebody mentioned that you were Lieutenant Math.
He didn't. And I was giving him props for that. He was captain and I was lieutenant.
I love
it. Okay. That's okay, Kevin. You didn't pick up on that, but that's all right.
He was
busy having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, like Tony's
I thought that was clever, and nobody thought it was. So
and Tony said, I know all about cheating. I've had 6 very successful marriages.
I love
it. He says
he did. He started ranking. You do. All I ever achieved was lieutenant. Mine wasn't in math, but it's okay.
Absolutely. All right.
Hey, but
so
you know what? I'm still a math teacher now, so I may outrank him eventually. Just hang on there.
That's true. Yeah. Time. You still are.
If I don't fall out of a tree, I might make it.
Yeah. He's unemployed. I mean,
he's happily retired.
Yeah, he is.
For a living. So
we're all right.
Jealous, right?
Yeah. He is unhappily unemployed. So
do we want to dig into our topic?
Let's get into it. And then in a little while, I'll reveal the clue in a little bit, but let's dive in. So, one last thing. We were talking last week about our buddy, Geochat. I asked Geochat, a question. I said, what is your name? Because we want to know what to call you. And Geochat happily responded, and I'll put it in a banner so people can see this, because we need to determine. Geochat basically said that, I said, do we go by Chat GC? And Chat GC said, Chat GC is a great name, but if you'd like some more options, how about Geochat, CasherBot, or Cash Talker?
This is a little scary. They're too smart.
So I leave it up to.
Yeah, that's a good poll. I like it.
I leave it up to the chat room. I'm currently going to call it Geochat until we make the determination as a group what we're going to call Chat. I don't like Chat GC, although I like Chat. Maybe Chat GC may be the great name. I don't know.
I'm leaning towards Chat GC. Geochat just sounds like something like it would be an app on the a section on the phone, right? Like the apps we listen to or use. But CasherBot, I'm not dealing with that one. Cash Talker's kind of odd. I think Chat GC is the best one.
Yeah. So we'll let the chat room decide.
GCT. That's like Chat Geocache Talk.
Yeah, it is.
Because in the original one, Chat GPT.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So if we change it to Chat GCT, it'd be like Chat Geocache Talk. I don't know.
Yeah, I went with Chat GC.
We'll see what everybody else likes, but Geo AI. That's interesting.
Yeah, Hal.
Hal's taken too scary. That's too on the nose. We can't do that.
Yeah, Hal's taken that one.
It'd be Hal 2023 now.
Yeah. Okay, so let's dive in. So I asked Chat GC. I like that for the moment. We'll come up with something though.
Okay.
CasherBot finally understands this thing called love. Yeah. So I asked him our question, right? I said, so I asked Chat GC, I said, is it okay to cheat in geocaching? And here is its response. And then we'll go from there and talk about I'm going to start the topic off. So here was the response. No, it is. I'm reading this verbatim. This is exactly what our buddy wrote. No, it is not okay to cheat in geocaching. Geocaching is a community-driven game that relies on trust, respect, and honesty. Cheating not only undermines the spirit of the game, but it also ruins the experience for others. Geocaching is all about the adventure of finding the cache, not just the end result. If you cheat, you miss out on the fun of exploring new places and the satisfaction of solving a puzzle or overcoming a challenge. Remember that geocaching is a game of integrity and honesty. Play fair and have fun. No, it is not okay to cheat in geocaching. Geocaching is a game that relies on the principles of honesty, integrity, and fair play. The aim of the game is to use GPS, blah, blah, blah. We know that part. Examples of cheating in geocaching. That's just kind of interesting, Jesse.
No, this is interesting.
So it's going to give us give us examples. Examples of cheating in geocaching include using online resources to find the cache location instead of using GPS coordinates. Here's another one. Signing the logbook without actually finding the cache, which I think they mean signing the electronic logbook.
Yeah.
Or because if you found it, you found it. Or this is kind of weird. Removing items. Well, it's not funny, but it's trying to determine this. Remember, this is the AI is a little bit in its infancy. So removing items from the cache without leaving something of equal or lesser value. Equal or greater value in return.
That is, according to the rules, that's
cheating. Yes. So if you took something and didn't leave something of equal or greater value in return, you have cheated at geocaching.
You know what? I want to address that one before we get into the real stuff.
Oh, okay,
you are a dirty cheater if you don't trade up.
Cheating not only goes against the principles of the game, but also diminishes the sense of accomplishment and adventure that comes with successfully. Okay. So that's, So
outside of all the serious stuff we're going to get into, I have to repeat that you are a dirty cheater if you take something without putting something back.
Yeah.
You're supposed to trade up in value, right? And if you take something really cool swag from something and you're like, oh, I don't have anything, then don't take anything.
But don't take it.
We'll get into all the more other aspects of it, but how dirty are you to take something and not put something back?
Yeah.
And you know what?
Exactly.
Like jeans lint from your jeans pocket and like a quarter is not as cool as stuff that you're probably taking, or you wouldn't take it in the first place. Those people are the lowest of the low. Like, you are. If you're sitting here right now going, well, no, you're a dirty cheater. And that is ridiculous. And there is no excuse for that. You just have no integrity.
Yeah.
Everything else I say is not going to be that black and white tonight. But this one part, you are a dirty, low-down cheater if you take something from a cache and don't put something back in return. Because those are for kids. Those are for kids. Those little stupid $1 McDonald's. Well, they're not $1 anymore, but the McDonald's toys, right? Like, get over yourself.
Cool
you don't
Hot
need
Wheel.
Whatever that is that bad that you can't put something of value in it.
Yeah.
Somebody put a pine cone in his ammo can. Really?
Yeah, UDAC. I've seen that. She's right. I've seen that.
Yeah, she brings up a good point though. Like,
gravel.
People are like that. Like, I've seen. Well, we've all had this conversation before, right? But inappropriate things in there. But just put something of value if you're going to take something, or just don't take it. I feel like those people are like thieves in real life too, right? Like, they would steal something any chance they got.
Right.
But anyway, I know that wasn't what we're going to talk about tonight, but I just want you brought it up. Chat GC brought it up, so I wanted to. That fires me up because I cached a lot of my time with a little kid, and they wanted swag, and it's neat. And you get in there, and you got like belly button lint and like somebody's business card and all this crap that nobody wants. Anyway.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah.
Let's move on to the stuff that actually matters, though.
That matters. That's the best part of it. That
See,
is
Gina put stickers, mini resin ducks, resin mushrooms, rubber duckies. That's the cool stuff that you want to come across, that personalized stuff like that, right?
Absolutely. Gina is correct. Gina mentions we live
stickers. On. And then you get somebody's business card. You're like, oh gosh, yes. Come on, man.
Yes.
I found half a joint. Yeah, I found a bag of weed one time at a cache.
Yeah.
And a condom at a cache.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, this is for kids.
Unfortunately. Yeah. She says she caches with kiddos. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, keep it clean for the kids. Come on, man. That's ridiculous. Anyway, okay. But that's not really what we're getting into.
It is part of it. It is part of it.
It is part of it. That just shows integrity, though, really.
It does. So, all right. So I got several to ask you about. So somebody mentioned in the chat room about armchair logging. That's obviously the biggest. Oh, I leave your kids' toys in it.
Leave your kids' toys in it when they misbehave at home.
That's right.
I love that one. But anyway, that's okay, good. Sorry. Go ahead. Armchair logging.
If y'all don't straighten up and do what you're told, I'm taking.
That's right. It's going to the cache.
I'm taking your toys and I'm putting them in a cache, and then you got to go try to find that cache. No, that's right. Mommy, don't do it.
The 5 difficulty mystery cache. You ain't ever getting them back.
That's right. I mean, yeah, but put it, and you're gonna have to try to figure out how to solve it, and then I'm not gonna take you out there.
That's right. You got to walk.
You have to walk out there. All right. Let's start with armchair logging. So, is that cheating?
Well, of course it is.
Yeah.
So I think here's 3 things with cheating. One,
it's going to get tougher. By the way, I mean,
there's 3 categories we're talking about, right? 1, is it cheating? 2, does cheating matter?
Yeah.
Right. And the other one we're kind of getting into later. I'm not going to mention it yet. We're going to get into that later. But
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that cheating? Yes. Clearly, it's cheating. If somebody can,
by any standards, that's cheating.
Yeah. And I've heard, and you have too, I've heard wild descriptions of why certain things are okay.
Right.
I've listened to long dissertations on why it's okay to armchair log, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I listened to your dissertation, so, and Jeff brings up a point. He says, "Is it ethical?" That's different.
I think that kind of does sum it up, though. Is that ethical?
No, it's not ethical.
Now, does it matter? Does it hurt?
Let's save that. Let's save that one.
Wait.
Let's save that one. All right. Let me throw another one at you, because these are going to get. I think they're going to get a little bit grayer as we go.
But hold on, we're not even done with that one, because that can get gray as well, right?
It can.
So let's say if I log a cache in Nepal, I've never been to Nepal.
Right.
Is that armchair logging? Yeah, absolutely. Right.
Yeah.
Now let me throw a curveball at you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say I cache as a team.
Right.
And I bring somebody onto my team for the specific purpose of finding a cache in a place I've never been.
Right.
Is that cheating?
Yes.
Now that we talk about team cheating, right? So let's do this one, because you and I both do this, right? Your wife and I are we're on the same team, right?
Yeah.
You're on the same team as your wife. I'm on the same team.
Yeah.
So let's say, for example, this one, Susan and Christy.
Yeah.
Win a trip to New York City.
Right.
And they go to New York City
and
find a cache at Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
We don't go.
We
stay home and we're hanging out at Buc-ee's eating hot dogs. They come back home. Now our team has now been in New York City according to our map. Is that ethical?
And we both have team.
Never been there.
No, but we have team accounts. So I don't know
what's the difference in taking them or going like, hey, my brother is going to go to New York City.
Right.
I want him to, hey, will you find a cache while you're there? I'll adopt you on my team.
Yeah.
You see how it gets gray really quick?
It gets gray really quick. Well, yeah, because Memphis Mafia is your whole family.
Yeah, we can get off on a whole different thing, right?
I mean,
but We
Haley
cash. My wife and I cash as a team.
Yeah. Or if Haley finds one.
Well, no, she's actually technically got her own account. The kids have their own account. But her and I cash as a team. Now, have we been in different areas of the country caching at the same time? We have.
Yeah.
Now, would I use that to fulfill challenges? Probably not, right? Because that's not the spirit of it. But am I gonna, if she's somewhere and she's caching like on a business trip, am I gonna not cache that day to not mess up the stats? No, I'm not going to. I'm gonna cache the same as I always would, right?
Exactly.
So now, are we doing it just to be able to split it up? No, we're not.
No, we're just both caching.
We cache, and we're not going to have separate accounts. We don't do each one, right? So that's how we do it. And I know other married couples, probably some in our group right now, they do their own. Like they have separate accounts, and they only cache these separately or together or whatever. But that's not how we do it, and that's not how we do it since we started. So, but is that cheating? Some people would say that's cheating, right?
Yeah.
We have a cache in a state that I haven't been in since we started caching because she was on a business trip.
Yep.
So have I cached in that state? I have not.
Memphis Mafia account has.
Right. We have to get, collectively we have, but I haven't. Now, have I been to that state? I've been to that state, but I haven't cached in that state. So it could go either way, right?
It can. And what's interesting is that we had this conversation with a person. This was different because it was for a show, but it's similar in the fact that they had never been to this webcam in Antarctica, and we were going to have them on the show because they're like, oh, well, they found this one in Antarctica. That's gonna be a cool show to talk about. And then we started discussing a little further, like, well, I didn't actually go there. I was like, what? How did this occur then? And like, well, I said, and then they went on to talk about their family. They cached as a family. I go, okay. So did you say your sister went there, or who was it that went there? No, it's just a friend of mine, but he found it under my account. Does he geocache? No, he doesn't geocache. He has no idea what geocaching is, but I had him log it. What's the largest size of a team? Right. Pizza Ninja.
So
the whole world.
Point, though, right? Just like with their team, like we consider that a loose affiliation.
Yeah.
Now, can we say flat out that that's cheating? No, because what if that guy stays on their team and they cache from now on together?
Right.
That's perfectly legit, right?
Yeah.
What if, let me throw another one out there, and we're not going to get through all this material tonight, but what if, this is the easy ones, right? So
these are wait till I get some harder ones.
Me and 5 other guys that have been in high school together and went to college together and grad
our
school
Motley
together.
Caching crew.
We decided to come up with a team, but we don't all want to have our own accounts. We have a team that we cache under, and that's all we cache under, no other names. Yeah. Is that okay? Is that legal? What if we don't live together? What if we're not married?
Right.
Can we do that? Is it illegal? I don't mean criminally, right? Obviously, but
yeah.
Is it against the? Yeah. Is there anything in the rules that say that you can't have it? Like, what if we even called it like Wildcats caching team or something, like a high school throwback thing? 1993 Wildcats caching team. Is there anything that would say that that's wrong? What if we didn't even live in the same state? Does it matter?
Right.
Because stats are something that we do. That's not really the game, right?
Yeah.
Game is about going and finding it, having fun, doing whatever you want to do. So is there any rule that would say that we couldn't do that? There's a team of 10 of us, and we travel around the country in different areas, and we find caches on our team. And it says clearly, Team Wildcats, or whatever we want to call it, this is 10 members of a team. We're buddies, and we like to cache together on this account.
Yeah.
I don't know how that would be against any rules.
Well,
it seems absurd, right? When we say it like that, it seems absurd. But at the same time,
that one thing too to set the ground rules a little bit for this thing is that there are guidelines in geocaching. If you go to
If you have matching jackets and tattoos, it's totally permitted. I love
That's okay then. Thanks, Pizza Ninja. There are guidelines. Now, are there rules? Let me tell you what rules are in geocaching. If I attempt to create a cache and the reviewer says, that's a rule, because the rule is been enforced.
That's
so
basically fine. That's a ruling for sure.
It's a ruling, yes.
Yeah.
But are there any rules? There are ethics. There are guidelines. There are what is the creed? There's the geocaching creed,
which is not even an official thing, right?
No, but right.
It's adopted by them, but it's not. Geocaching.com didn't come up with a geocacher's creed.
Right.
Now, we all agree it's a good plan.
Yeah, that's different.
Yeah.
And Brad, you're jumping ahead there, my friend.
Yeah.
Who or what
but
are
they're
we
all thinking the same
yourself?
thing we are, right? We're getting to it, and that's why we're trying to push forward.
The mystical creed, yes. Yeah, we're getting there. Okay.
And I think in grounds, and I'm just gonna use Groundspeak for a second, but in Groundspeak's wisdom, because thinking back, right?
Yeah.
That's why they called them guidelines and not like
I
rules.
agree.
There's a difference because it's so gray with a lot of this stuff. And there's so many things to think about. We alluded to that last week, right? With the wikis and stuff. There's so many things. It's hard to say that like these are the 100 rules. Well, there's way more than that.
Yep. Hey, Motorima's with us tonight. Cool. So tonight, if you want to be part of the giveaway we do eat weekly, hashtag cheating in the chat room, please, and we will pick a winner in a little while. So, Shandrum's with us. Shandrum has he has something I want to bring up because this is a good time for this. So,
yeah.
Shandrum has a cache. Well, it's might need to get moved, but that's for another show. But he has a cache that you're not going to bring you're not climbing this tree. Number one.
Number
two is
climbing it.
No. Number two is you're not bringing your ladder to get to this cache.
Mm-mm.
You aren't going to. You need special equipment, and
yes,
he has the equipment because that's his job. He's
a pro.
He's an arborist. He's a professional. But he told me about somebody recently who logged this cache, and he was like, "Oh, wait a minute. You logged this cache. How did you log this cache?" And they're like, "Oh, my son really wanted to log this cache. But of course, we didn't climb the tree. I mean, it's just this is not out of our way. And we saw it. It's way up. It's way up. Yeah. You need specialized equipment. And they're like, "Oh, we don't want all that. We just want to log it." He's like, so I told him, I said, and most people would say, "Look, you don't put ink to paper, then you don't get to log this cache." And that's where I think the other rule, Jesse, is that you can enforce your own rules as long as people can. We don't have time tonight to get into. People can appeal to geocaching.com.
They can, yes,
yeah. But the bigger point is the fact that you can determine, in a sense, whether somebody, like, if you don't want to have people armchair log your cache, you can enforce that.
Right. And with his cache we're talking about, and Jeff's in the chat room too, so we were there together doing that one.
Yeah.
It's a legit experience, right? And I know that's an opinion, but it's a legit experience.
Absolutely.
It's one of the most fun times I've had at a single cache, right? And it's fun. It's exciting. You're using specialized equipment, you're going up, and people are literally cheering from the ground, and it's a huge experience to go through it. It's not just like the value of that smiley is a lot more than the value of the next one in the bush, right? It
Right.
just is.
Yeah, what a great experience to put
so
on the
and
equipment.
That one, he should, up to him, of course, but he should monitor that one, right? Just to keep the integrity of that cache.
Exactly.
Although, does it hurt anything if he doesn't? Probably not, because you're getting individual experience. However, now let's take that, like we were talking about, let's take that a step back. That one's an extreme example.
That's extreme.
That's an extreme example. There's not a lot of them out there like that. There are some. There's not a lot like that, right? That, like, I'll always remember that cache. It was fun. He was out there. There was a group out there. It was a great experience. You know, Cache Fest last year. But let's take that a step back.
Okay.
That was a legit 5. But let's just talk about another 5. And I'm not going to pick on any certain state.
I think I know the one you're talking about.
But
I've logged it.
Yeah, some tree climbs. We know how they go. Yeah. Now our same group of 5 people show up to a tree climb. One dude climbs up it, throws the cache down, and then you know, it usually takes 2 or 3 times. You throw it back up to the person in the tree, and you sign it.
Yes. That was
not by a show of hands, because don't identify yourself.
Yes.
But think to yourself, who has been in this situation?
Yes.
Where you've been at a tree climb and one person in your group climbs it. Now everybody can go, well, blah, blah, blah. But you did not put your pen to that paper in the position it was supposed to be. We all know that happens every day, right?
Yeah.
We did that.
We've done that. Now I didn't log it. Well, I logged it and then I deleted it later, but that's for a whole other show. But
did you see that Tony said HQ will send signal to enforce the rules?
Enforce the rules.
Wouldn't that be a great promo for them if they had they would never do this, of course. So don't take offense. But a little short of signal showing up and beating people with a bat, you didn't climb the tree.
No. That'd be awesome. Well,
or you didn't solve that puzzle. Whack whack. Now, obviously they wouldn't do that with Signal, because Signal is family friendly, right? We know that.
But if you made Signal into a horror movie, it was like a grotesque frog, he shows up and he's
just
you logged this cache.
Whack, whack.
He pulls out a knife, make a horror movie. I don't think that's really
I think that brings up a good question. If it's okay to ask it, I'm going to ask it this time.
Let's make a GIF. Yes.
If anybody,
you're not gonna get away with that, by the way.
No, that would not pass, and it shouldn't, because there are little kids in the game.
Yeah,
that really look up the signal, right?
They would need a GIF after dark,
the mouse or whatever else that we're not going to name. We won't get sued. But I would like to know if anybody in the chat room wants to go ahead and go on record now and say they've never cheated in any way in geocaching.
Yes, I would like to hear that. I think
I'm not on that list. And you're not either, because I've been with you.
No. So. Well, let me give you another one. Technically, it is against the rules to log this behind me. But most of y'all have already done this.
Is it though? Here's where I'm going to argue the other point. You own that trackable number.
Yeah, Geocache Talk owns it, but yeah.
And us collectively, right?
I had it original, yeah.
And we can display that in any manner we want, right?
Nowadays you can. Back in the day,
us showing that number is permission. Now, if somebody copied that number down and shared it with somebody that never saw the show,
right?
Would that be cheating?
Or, yeah, that's trackable logging.
Some people probably remember the great scandal of 2020. Was that when it was? There was a big issue with a bunch of trackable numbers.
Yes,
going around on Facebook, right?
Yeah,
there were Facebook groups sharing hundreds of numbers, and people were getting mad about it. And there was a kind of a running joke that you have a trackable, and all of a sudden 8,000 people over in Europe have logged it, and it's never gone anywhere. And how did that happen?
Oh my gosh, the outrage!
But I think that's a good time to transition to, does that matter?
Right.
So, and I'm gonna give you a good example of this.
Jamie, you're a cheater. Go ahead.
if anybody has the International Space Station, I think we all did log that one.
Yeah.
So if anybody has a right to claim you shouldn't log my trackable, it's somebody like me, right? I literally got it inked onto my leg. That's about as personal as you can be, right? With a trackable. It's on my leg.
Did somebody log it and they didn't see your leg?
And they log it because they saw it some picture online or whatever. And when I first got mine, I was like, yeah, copy it down, but don't put the picture anywhere online.
Right.
And then I got to thinking eventually, why does that matter?
Right.
No. And some people say, well, it's mine. I don't want anybody to log it. But are you really out anything? If 7 people log mine or 7 million people log it, am I really out anything?
Yeah, we'll get to that part.
Well, we ain't gonna get to it long. We got to move.
I know we got to go.
We got like 8 hours worth of material we got to get through in an hour.
Yeah, I know we do. Well, I want to bring up some more gray area.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, more gray areas. I'm gonna skip down a little bit because of time. Solving a puzzle cache and then telling others the answer. Well, this is all about puzzle caches. Logging a puzzle cache you didn't solve. Let's do puzzle caches for a moment. So we have a group, the Motley Caching Crew, and we have one guy in the group who's like the Uber puzzle cache guy. So we will give him, like, we're going to be in this area, Motley Caching crewing, and we'll send him a puzzle cache with, hey, try to solve this one. If you can solve it, then we'll go find it on Saturday. And sometimes he can find, sometimes he solves it. And so we put on the list. Like I just did some jigsaw puzzles recently, the jiggity thing. I did 4 or 5 because I was bored and I wanted to do some jigsaws. So I did some jigsaws. We're going to go find those Saturday.
Yeah.
The other guys didn't do the puzzle. I mean, I did them.
Cheater.
And I got the cache. I got the coordinates.
Cheater.
I'm a cheater.
You're a cheater.
But is it really cheating? Well, okay,
absolutely.
We'll get to that.
It's absolutely cheating. There's no doubt that that's cheating.
No, I can log them because
you shared it with somebody else.
Well, I'm going to share it.
Cheater.
I'm going to share it with others.
Is it cheating? Yes.
Is that cheating because they're going to be they have to go find the cache. We have to go find the cache.
Are they logging under a separate account, their own account?
Yeah.
Cheater.
But they helped find the cache, so it's sort of a team.
But they couldn't help find the cache unless you cheated and solved the puzzle for them. It is true. Absolutely cheating.
Here's the other part of that.
Do we all do it? Yeah. Oh, yeah, we do.
Yeah. What if they find it? What if they find the cache? I solved it, but I never found the cache. They're like, oh, here it is. We found it. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then we all sign it. Now, can I really sign that? Because I didn't. Somebody else in the group found it.
I mean, if you really want to break it down, let's say it's a traditional. And the game we all like. Well, we like to play it now because y'all like to play it. You told me about it. But you go in a group and you find one in a tree, and then you kind of hide it and take a picture with them.
Yeah, we've done that.
So everybody else in that group except for one person did not find that cache.
That's right.
Are they all cheating also?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about when you go to a mega and you go to a gadget cache?
Yes.
And you walk up to it and it's just standing outside and they're passing it down the line.
Either that or it's just unlocked for the because
it's just wide open. You don't even know how to solve that.
Sake of experience, right?
You have no idea how to do that, right?
Nope.
So is that cheating?
Is that cheating? All right, got another one. We're rolling now. I got another one to throw at you that that I want to really.
Okay.
Because if people say they've never cheated, I want to throw another one at you. Cache Force. I like that. Tony's.
Cache Force.
All right. Have you ever used Cache Sleuth or any online tool to help you solve coordinates?
Yes.
Have you ever used Cache Sleuth or have you ever used the reverse where I go solver?
Yes.
Then you're a cheater.
Yeah, I already said I was a cheater in the beginning of the show.
Exactly.
I'll especially on some of the old ones that don't have checkers. You better believe it. Even if I do it on person, I'm going to have that checker. I'm going to have that answer already ready.
Yeah. The
there's your Geocache says.
There's I like that.
There's not only a reverse solver, Geocache where I go solver, reverse where I go solver. There's also I'm not going to say the name of it, but there's a where I go solver out there that'll break any where I go down into all of its component parts.
That's true. Yeah, just like a regular where I go. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a jiggity solver, so you don't have to sit there and like find.
How about this one? What about a Sudoku solver? Is that cheating?
Which one? Say it again.
You've seen those Sudoku puzzles, right?
Yes, there's
That's
a
really
Sudoku
common
solver.
One. Well, online there's Sudoku solvers. Is that cheating?
Yep.
It is cheating.
Yep.
Have we done it? Yep.
Sure.
I've done it. And I'm good at solving Sudoku, but sometimes I just don't feel like dealing with them, right?
Redneck 184, it's Cache Sleuth, SLEUTH. It's a great site. We know the owner of that. Cache Sleuth is a great site for helping you solve puzzles. I mean,
well, what's the other one? GC Tools or IGCT or whatever?
Yeah, there's several. Well, Jeff has his site too.
Oh yeah, he's really got everything on there. Is Jeff a cheater for having that?
Yeah, really. Is he?
Yeah, Jeff, you're cheating, man. You're cheating.
Is he helping? Yeah.
Is he helping or is he helping cheat?
Is clicking the decode hint instead of doing Route 13 by hand.
That's a good one. Everybody's a cheater now.
Everybody's a cheater. Yes.
It's utilizing technology. Yeah, a lot of things are. I agree. But
yeah, it's utilizing technology, but so is lots of things.
So that falls under the what is cheating.
It's allowed by Canadian law.
The first question being, is it cheating? The second question being, what is cheating? And the third question being, does it matter? Geocaching toolbox. That's awesome. Is it cheating to use that?
Does it matter?
Well, I guess so. First of all, is it cheating? What is cheating? Now we're kind of talking about, does it matter? But who can solve the is it cheating and what is cheating? Two questions. I don't think any of us can, right?
Yeah.
I think that's all up to, like, can I break down and project coordinates on paper? Yes, you can. There's calculations to do that. Do I do that? No, I do not. I do that in the computer every single time.
Right.
So is it cheating to use the computer to do that?
Sure.
Right. I mean, we don't know. Like the Route 13, he was joking about it, but should you solve them all by hand?
Right. Instead of using technology.
Yeah. Is technology cheating just because you're using that?
Is technology cheating? Right. And some people are keeping, somebody made the comment, and B&J Bush said, it only matters if it affects other people.
I'm going to agree with that, first of all, but I'm going to give some more explanation, in my opinion. So, it's using a ladder cheating. Maybe we should jump at the tree. So the question why we brought up all those things is not because we think using geocaching toolbox or any or Route 13 is cheating. It's because everybody has a different opinion on what is cheating.
Correct.
We polled everybody. They would say, and there's a different line for everybody on what's cheating and what's not cheating, right? Now, the question we haven't gotten to, and what he was just saying is pretty close to it, is, does it matter? And people often say it only matters if it affects other people.
Right.
But when we dig into that, how does that actually affect other people?
Right.
If it's just pride, that's not a real tangible thing, right? How does cheating affect other people? And I think that's the question. Unless you want to get to more examples, I would throw that question to you.
Yeah, as we start to wrap up, we really don't have. Yeah, I would say it does in one aspect, and I don't want to. I'm not going to go into all the detail. We don't have time, but it does become a problem when others see what's going on and they do the exact same thing. For example, I asked somebody one day, I was like, were you part of this group? Basically, what they did is these people, they drove down a road and 40 people go down this road in cars.
Yep.
One person stops every now and then and logs it, or they tried to come up with a way to.
They were leapfrogging it, right?
They're like severe leapfrogging for like one person, and then 30 cars go by, and another person, and then 30 cars go by. And I said to them, "You did this. I mean, and again, it's up to you. But did you feel like that this was a problem?" He goes, "Oh, well, everybody does it." Like, well, I don't know whether it's true or not, whether everybody will do it, but because, well, that's the way it's done. My point was that you can't make that assumption. Yeah, the ET highway. Yeah, that's one that's.
The answer is yes.
Yes. They're not logging every cache. Well, if you can, you're wasting a lot of time.
However, that is in the intention of the owners.
Yeah,
that's how they intend that to be done. So that's kind of different. But
and these caches actually, when I did some investigating, is they were okay with it too, because they were part of that group of 40. They're like, whatever. So
they all claimed FTF, I'm assuming, right?
They all claimed FTF, and they all claimed that it was okay. I guess the thing that bothered me, and I'll throw it back at your way, is his assumption that everybody does it this way. To me, was the wrong thing, the wrong way to look at it. It was more that you chose to do that. That's your choice, but you can't necessarily say that that's something that I would do. I mean, you can't just assume that everybody is going to do it the way that you did it, because your way is sort of unethical because you didn't log every one of them. But is it okay for you? If it's okay for you,
that's what the owner intended, though. Does it matter?
Doesn't matter. Right. Right.
So let me ask you this, though. Let's assume that it's total BS, right? And they all got 400 FTFs that day.
Well, they did. Yeah.
Okay. How does that affect anybody else?
It doesn't. Although, well, it affected others in that there was a big argument online about it.
Oh, and that's a real thing. What's the argument about? Like, you did this thing that nobody tracks for real because it's not even an official stat more than I did. You found a way to cheat. Who cares? That doesn't change your own accomplishments, right?
No.
You know what you did. And I think that's where we get messed up a lot, is we worry about what other people do. If dude down the road wants to totally cheat, and Armchair log 100 caches,
right,
and the owners of those caches don't care,
how
does that affect me?
It doesn't.
It doesn't affect me at all.
If it's my cache, I can enforce it, but yeah, is 10,000 caches. I just don't want them near me. Right.
Right. And I'm not saying I want to hang out with that dude either, right? That's doing that, Armchair log and all those. However, who cares? Like, who really cares? Like, if somebody can claim they found every cache in the world, and that does not affect me.
No.
I'm still going to play and do exactly what I want to do. Now, because you mentioned the online thing, I'm going to bring that up. That's where people are taking the negativity and internalizing it, right?
Sure.
Like, I know there's whole groups online, and I won't call them out by name or anything like that, but there's whole groups that are concerned about geocachers that cheat.
Right.
Like, how do you have time to worry about that? If you have that much time, go caching. It's way more fun.
It's more fun
than
complaining.
Don't get online and complain like a little kid about somebody else doing something that you don't like. Even if they are cheating and it's 100% factual, who gives a crap? Why would you bring that kind of negativity into your life and worry about that? If I had enough time to build a website about other people I didn't like playing a game that doesn't pay me any money.
Yeah.
Like, we spend a lot of time doing this show because we want to provide education, entertainment to people, whatever. But imagine we did this whole show just to complain about somebody else.
Right.
Like, that is sad. That is really sad. And I'm not going to call out any event recently that was in Texas where they finished something. But I heard a rumor that 2 grown men got in a sissy slap fight over cheating in geocaching.
Yes, they did.
Are you serious that you're going to bring that kind of negativity? I don't know about everybody else, but I get into this game to escape politics and religion and the news. I want to play and have fun, and I take my girls out there and play and have fun.
Yep.
I really want to get into a bar fight over some imaginary stat.
I don't know you could call it. I don't know you could call it a bar fight. I don't know. Julie might have been there. Well, Julie was there. I don't know if she saw it.
I'm not calling anybody out by name, only because I don't actually know their name, or I would.
I was outside. I don't know who. But I heard about it.
As a grown person, you're really arguing about this kind of game?
Oh yeah, they got into it.
I mean, all I care about is the fun. I consider myself extremely lucky.
He got thrown out.
A part of a game.
Tom was there. He got thrown out.
That I get to have this much fun at, right? For years. We've been doing this for years now. You've been doing it for longer than I have. But for many years now, over a decade, I've been enjoying this game so much. I can't be thankful enough for that, right? This is a fun game.
Yeah.
And you've got some idiots that want to get out there and ruin the game and complain and moan about others. I don't understand the drive to do that. Like, why would you ruin, unless that's how you are in your whole life, why would you ruin your day like that? Who cares?
Right. Well, some people though, that is their whole life, sadly. And I saw Houston, Texas Dave there, and it wasn't me, number one. Number two is I wasn't drunk. He could verify that. He was there. Tom was there too. Tom said it was oh well. But yeah, there was a fight. You could call it a fight, I guess.
I wouldn't, because here's the other thing. I'm just going to throw out a caveat. You better be glad you didn't step to me with that. You never know who you're stepping up to, right? Like,
absolutely.
Let your keyboard warrior fingers rest for a minute, because you never know who you're talking to. Yeah. And sometimes that will not go well for you. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This is a game and we should have fun. Now, do I condone cheating? No, I don't, because I'm an ethical person, right? Do I do stuff that some people can consider cheating? Yeah, but guess what? I don't care. Me and my wife cash as a team. I don't care if you think that's cheating.
Right.
However, I also don't care about cheaters. I'm going to have fun and play my game the way I want to play my game, because this is enjoyment for me. Me and you both, we feel the same way with this. This is enjoyment for us. This is something we do for fun. What I would say is cheating happens. It's going to happen all the time. But at the same time, don't let it ruin your game. That's the biggest thing I would say.
No, you're exactly right.
This is fun. This is supposed to be fun. This is our escape from all that junk out there.
All that stuff out there. I like, and we'll wrap with this. And then we've got the giveaway, and I have a clue to give. So
and then Signal the Frog.
Yeah.
I'm never going to forget that now. Signal whacking people on the head, like, whap, 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 stop cheating.
Yeah. Julie says, amen. I have enough stress at work.
Yes, no kidding.
So I found a note from our good friend, Sarah, who's in Ireland.
Oh, yeah.
She put it, the geocaching junkie. Yeah. We've had her on the show before.
Absolutely.
And she said this, this is a quote of Sarah's, but really, when others do this, who are they hurting? Does it really affect my enjoyment of the game? I'm by no means condoning this type of behavior. I think my thoughts are pretty clear above, and then you have to read the whole article. There's an article out there that she talks about this. But why waste my time worrying about people who are so obsessed with stats that they're willing to seriously fudge the numbers, to put it mildly? That's her quote, end quote.
You know what? She always puts it perfectly. She has some great
she does.
Articles, blog articles, whatever you want to call them, however you define it nowadays. But she has some great art. She really wraps it up well all the time.
She does.
We probably should have just led with that, and it would save ourselves 55 minutes. But
what's the fun in that, right?
Yeah, I know. She's so eloquent with it when it comes to it too. But I think
is wonderful.
She defined it perfectly, right? Like, play the game how you want to play, and then just don't worry about others. Now, this game is so much fun. It's as fun as you want it to be, and who cares what others do? If you spend all your time chasing them around, you're not going to enjoy yourself.
No. All right. Well said. Well said. Here is the clue for tonight. Now, this clue will also be the geocache, the Pizza Ninja. He'll put it in the Facebook group. So we encourage people, if they're not part of the Facebook group yet, I will put that information up here shortly. But for the vault, so the vault is let me get this started. We're adding to the vault all the time. We've got books. We got coins. We have $500 in gift cards, and other items are in this vault. The vault is locked. I can't wait to cheat on this.
Yes. That's awesome.
That is awesome. You are right, Jamie, and you can do whatever you want to figure where this thing is. We are hiding keys around the world because we've actually some in Canada. We actually and North who knows America. Where else?
That's fair.
Where else will there be? So again, if you don't, you're probably not going to get this from just me showing it. But here is the clue. So take a screenshot or wait and look at it on Facebook, but that's your clue for.
Oh, I've got the answer.
Key 15. You got it already? Okay, cool.
Oh, well, yeah, that's easy. You showed it too long.
Don't tell it. Don't show that. Don't. Okay. So there you go. There's the clue for tonight. So, Jeff, you can't. Don't tell anybody. So. GCDSK11. I'm going to go cheat right now. Log a DNF on a friend's cache. So you do that, my friend.
Logging a DNF when you didn't go there. Is that cheating?
Ooh, reverse cheating.
That's reverse cheating.
It is. Can somebody tell me the answer? I love it. That's funny. Can I show it again? No, I cannot show it again.
But it will be in the Facebook group.
It'll be in the Facebook group. So
we need to give away a prize too, though.
We're gonna give away a prize. Yeah, okay. We're gonna get to that. If you have any suggestions for future deep dives, please send it to geocachetalk@gmail.com. Go buy stuff at cachefest.com. Come visit us. Come see the vault. If you find a key, you're guaranteed a prize. Even if your key does not open the vault, you will win a prize.
You get a prize, yeah.
Find them all. And so, all right. So everybody needs to put in hashtag cheating. I'm about to award a winner for that. So definitely put in hashtag cheating if you haven't yet. Oh, thank you, UDAC. UDAC wants a part 2. So we could do that.
We could talk about this all day long. We had so many things in the notes we didn't get to.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Hashtag cheating. Everybody's in there. Everybody's right. Here we go. Let me bring it up. Let me share my screen on the giveaway tool. Here we go. Oop, click on the right button. Scary. Here we go. All right. Wow, they changed they changed this a little bit. Wow, they're always adding new cool things.
I like it.
So I had to find the right one. So there we go. Hashtag cheating is the way to
big money, no whammies. No whammies.
Right, no whammies. Here we go. Big bucks, no whammies. You only have to put in one. You only had to put in one time, by the way, in case you're wondering. But yeah. All right, here we go. I'm clicking the button. Yeah, that was a good show. All right, here we go. The drawing has begun. The spin has begun. Spinning, it's spinning, it's spinning. Do we have a winner yet? Do we have a winner? What? Oh, wait a minute. I think Nicole won one already. One guess. We have to cut this off at some point.
That's a rule that you can't win again.
We didn't have a rule yet. I think we'll do it like challenge talk. Yeah, she wins, but I think we'll have to do it like challenge talk.
Yeah.
If you win 3 times, you're done. So
okay, I like that 3 times.
Nicole, we'll let you win. This is their second win, I think.
Okay. We'll keep up with
send me
it.
an email and you can pick an item. This will be your second win. We'll do three strikes and you'll be out for.
I mean, in fairness, it's
year or
random, so
something.
it's not like anybody can cheat.
No.
Like,
Well,
hence our show tonight. What is cheating?
Yeah. Yes, exactly. So it's rigged. Not rigged because I don't have a way to rig it. It's not my
I'm sure there is a way to rig it.
tool.
We just don't know it.
No. It's just a StreamYard creates it's a StreamYard thing. So congrats. There you go. Yes, let's do this. Oh, sorry. Let's do this. I don't know. We'll do we're not going to do this again. We'll do another topic, but we'll come back to this topic again at some point.
Yeah, we will for sure.
All right, good deal. Well, that's it. Hope people enjoyed it, and there we go. We're gonna wrap it up tonight and get out there and
cheat.
Yeah,
get out there and cheat.
Yeah. So there you go.
I think we need to add that in every cache we do now. I might have cheated, but here's my log.
Yeah, but here's my log. Yeah. All right. All right. We'll see y'all. Sunday is Gadget Talk. So if not, then we'll see you next Thursday for another deep dive. So all right. We'll see y'all next time. Bye, everybody. Where's the button? There it goes.